This is Chris Lee of Southeastern 14 presented by Stakes, and today we are going over our composite FBS power rankings heading into week 2. And note I said composite. These are not our rankings. These are rankings we have compiled from 12 sources we liked. So with that, let's go right into these, and you can follow along on our screen. I'll show you what we've done at our website, where we have put up all 131 teams, so you can not only check out where SEC teams are ranked, which you can also see at the bottom of the ticker, but you can check out the other teams in the FBS too. Okay, no surprise at the top, Alabama, Georgia 1 and 2. Georgia actually got some number 1 votes this week in some of the ranking systems. And by the way, you can see at the top here on the slide, you can also go to our site, southeastern14.com, and see the 10 sources we used. I'm going to go through these one by one beyond Alabama and Georgia, which there wasn't much variation for those teams, so no reason to go into that. Texas A&M was the next team from the SEC in our countdown. SP Plus had the Aggies at 5. ESPN's FPI, the low man on the Aggies, at 21. Tennessee comes in 4th in these ratings. Team rankings had the Vols all the way up at 7. Pro Football Focus, which you will see as an outlier on both ends for a lot of SEC teams, had the Vols down at 31. Now you're going to see just one SEC team after another in this tier, which is not unusual because this is kind of how the teams were ranked in preseason. Florida nipping on the Vols' heels. The Athletic had the Gators at 10. Pro Football Focus had Florida at 25, followed by Kentucky, 6th in the SEC, 16th overall. Pro Football Focus had the Wildcats at 9. Kenneth Massey had them at 24. Arkansas comes up next at the midpoint of our rankings. Arkansas at 18 overall. SP Plus had the Razorbacks at 11. FEI had them at 31. Before we get to the rest of our countdown, shout out to our sponsor, Stakes. Go to the app, or your app store, look for the app Stakes. That's STAKES. You can play for free. No cost to join, no cost to bet. You can win NFTs. And again, all for bragging rights and to play for free. Get your predictions on the record. Predict anything in the game for free. See how you measure up against fans and influencers. That includes us. Flex your wins. You can broadcast your takes to our community of sports fans with just a few taps on your phone. And finally, earn credibility. Build your public predictions track record by winning competitions and earning NFT trophies for making the perfect call. Go to playwithstakes.com. Again, that's STAKES /14. Sign up. Use the invite code Southeastern14 for a double welcome bonus. And we'll try to put that in our links in the broadcast description here too. And you can also see that on our ticker. All right, second half of the SEC. Not a lot of separation here. Ole Miss at 9th in the SEC, 8th, and 19th overall. Pro Football Focus had the Rebels at 11, the Athletic at 29, followed by Mississippi State at 21 and 9th in the SEC. SP Plus had State at 12. The Athletic had the Bulldogs at 33. Auburn, this is the team with the biggest variance of opinion. No surprise, given all the various takes on the Gators and why they could be good, the Tigers, on why they could be good or not good. We have been over those on our mini podcasts. Auburn, FEI has at 9. The Athletic has all the way down at 52. My goodness, that's awfully low. LSU is the next SEC team at 11th in the conference and 33rd overall. ESPN's FPI has the Tigers at 12. Kenneth Massey, who seems to be an outlier on a lot of these, has LSU at 55. And I think Massey's ratings are very much influenced by current results and not a lot of preseason bias built in from what I'm seeing so far. I think he's the one who has adjusted most to what has happened so far. I don't know that that's the correct approach, but that seems to be his approach. Okay, South Carolina next at 12. And let's see, Carolina is 45th overall in our rankings, in our composite rankings, which again, we didn't put together. This is 10 sources we averaged. Massey has the Gamecocks at 28, FEI at 53. Next is Missouri at 53 overall. Massey has the Tigers at 43, CBS at 64, and then Vanderbilt, Kenneth Massey is higher on the Commodores than anybody else at 60. Jeff Sagarin has Vandy all the way down at 101. Actually, it's lower than that if you include the various FCS teams, but we took those out of our rankings. Okay, at the bottom, just for fun, we looked at standard deviation to see where the highest variance of opinion is on teams. Number one, I put Hawaii. That should be Nevada. Highest diversity of opinion on Nevada of any team in the FCS. And then you go down the list, and no SEC teams in the countdown this week. Anyway, thank you for watching. Again, you can get those power rankings at southeastern14.com. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check throughout the weekend. We'll try to have some updates as games finish up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.